Hey, fifth graders. I hope everyone's having a great day. Just remember that all of your assignments are released on Monday mornings, and all of your assignments are due by midnight on Sunday. Okay, I just wanted to remind you guys of that. If you ever need me, send me a message and I will get back to you just as soon as I possibly can. All right, so today we're going to divide up to 4-digit dividends and 2-digit dividers. All right, so expressions are a series of numbers and symbols without an equal sign. That shouldn't say equals. Well, I guess it could say equals. It's an equal sign. All right. And then once we put that equal sign in there, then this expression has now become an equation. Since this has an equal sign and value, that means this is no longer an expression, it is an equation. Okay, equations have equal marks, equal signs, and expressions do not. All right, so do you remember these vocabulary terms? I know you've heard them before. So the dividend is the number that's being divided by another amount. A divisor is what is being divided into another amount, and the quotient is the answer once division has taken place. So dividend, divisor, and quotient. All right, so in fourth grade, you found whole number quotients and remainders with up to 4-digit dividends and 1-digit divisors. I can't read, you guys. I need to go back and study my spelling. In fifth grade, students find the quotient of 4-digit dividends and 2-digit dividers. So that's what we're going to practice today. So write these problems down and do these with me, please. Get my pen working here. All right, so the first number, which is the divisor, I'm sorry. This is the dividend. It goes inside the division box. The dividend goes inside the division box, and the divider, which is written second, goes outside the box. All right, so instead of just having one number here, now we're going to have 2-digit numbers. So you're going to take this number and think, okay, will it go into each one of these numbers at a time? So for example, this first digit is a 1. Will 16 go into 1? No, 1 is too small. So then we're going to go to the next digit and see here, now we have 17. Will 16 go into 17? Yes, it will. 16 goes into 17 one time. After we write the number above the 7, because it's not going in the 1, it's going into 17. Now we're going to multiply. So 1 times 16 is 16. Next step is to subtract. 17 minus 16 is 1. Once you have the remainder, if this answer is less than the divisor, then we know that this number on top is good. We're good. Now, once you bring that down, you're going to, after you subtract, you're going to bring down the next digit. All right, what about this? So we brought down a digit, so now we have to say how many times will 16 go into 11? Well, it won't because 11 is too small. It's smaller than 16. So it actually is going to go 0 times. So we can't bring down the 2 yet. We're not over the 2. Unless we put the 0 in this position right here. Once we have the 0, 0 times 16 is 0. I'm not going to subtract and get 11 again. Now I'm allowed to bring down the 2. All right, now this looks like a hard math problem. So sometimes you have to estimate. This number is between 10 and 20, right? So how many times would 20 go into 100? About 5. So we're going to try 5, and sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try 5, and now I'm going to multiply. 5 times 6 is 30. Carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8. So I'm going to subtract 2 minus 0, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 3. So when I subtract, guys, I ended up with 32. Well, what do you notice about 32? It's bigger than 16. If you're, when you subtract, if that number is bigger than what the divisor, then that means this number isn't big enough, okay? So I am going to have to erase what I just did. And I found out that my number 5 wasn't big enough. So now I'm going to go up to the number 6. So now we're going to multiply. 6 times 6 is 36. And 6 times 1 is 6. And 6 plus 3 is 9. So this becomes 12. 12 minus 6. This becomes a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. Well, I actually got a remainder that's equal to my divisor, which still tells me this number is not big enough. Can't be equal to or bigger. So that means that I know it's going to go an even amount of times, but 6 was too small, so now I'm going to try a 7. So 7 times 6 is 42. Carry the 4. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. So now I don't have a remainder of 0, so I am finished. So 1,712 divided by 16 is 107. All right, let's try the next one. So the first number, the dividend, goes inside the box, inside the division box. The divisor, 24, goes outside the box. All right, so how many times will 24 go into 1? It won't. So now I go to the next number. How many times will 24 go into 12? Well, it still won't. So zeros, I can fill those in with zeros, but I don't need a 0 if it's the first digit. So now I'm going to think, okay, how many times will 24 go into 122? I'm going to guess, I know that 4 times 25 is 100, and that I know that 5 times 25 is 125. So I think a 5 is going to work. I'm going to put a 5 right here. All right, so 5 times 4 is 20. Write down the 2, 0, carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. I'm going to subtract, and I get a remainder of 2, and that's good. It's less than my divisor. So now I'm going to bring down my 4, and I see that 24 goes into 24 one time, and I have a remainder of 0, and I'm done. 51 is my answer. Ooh, let me get rid of all this. All right, so you guys have some practice problems to try. I encourage you to try them on your own and check your answers. If you want to stick around and watch me do the first one with you, that's great. If not, go ahead and pause it and try them all by yourself, okay? All right, so I'm going to write 1,236 in the box. The divisor, 12, goes on the outside. Will 12 go into 1? Nope, it'll go into 12 one time. 1 times 12 is 12. I have a remainder of 0. Now I'm allowed to bring down a 3. Will 12 go into 3? Nope. 0 times 12 is 12. 0 times 12 is 0. If I subtract, I get 3 again. But now I'm allowed to bring down the 6. 12 into 36 3 times. So 1,236 divided by 12 is 103. Now we're going to try the next one. 5,760 divided by 18. All right, if this is really close to 20, I know 20 would go into almost 63 times. So am I going to try a 3? I think I am going to try 3. All right, so I didn't put it over the 5 because 18 won't go into 5, right? But it'll go into 57. We're going to try 3 times. So 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Oh, it did work with a remainder of 3. Now I'm going to bring down a 6. Will 18 go into 36? Yep, it will. I think twice. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And I got a remainder of 0. However, there's still a digit right here. I can't forget this digit. Obviously, 18 goes into 0 0 times. You can't leave an empty space. This must be a 0. If you say the answer is 32, that's not right. It's 320. You can't leave an empty space there. All right, the next one is 5,544 divided by 24. 24 won't go into 5, but it'll go into 55 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to subtract, and I get 7. This becomes a 4. So my remainder 7. I'm going to bring down the next number. I think it'll go 3 times, so a 3 goes right over the 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So when I subtract, I have a remainder of 2, and now I'm going to bring down my 4. And 24 goes into 24 one time. 1 times 24 is 24, and I have a remainder of 0. So I feel really good about my answer, 231. All right, the next one, 2,652 divided by 39. All right, 39 won't go into 2. It won't go into 26, but it will go into 265. So I'm thinking this is almost 40. So how many times would 40 go into about 260? So I think the answer is 6 times, because I know that 6 times 4 is 240, right? 6 times 40 is 240. All right, so 6 times 9 is 54. Carry the 5. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 3 is 23. So this is 1, this is 3. Okay, this is good because it's still less than my divisor, so I'm good. All right, now I'm going to bring down this 2. So I'm thinking this is almost 40. I know 40 would go into about 30, I think 7 times. So we're going to try a 7. All right, 7 times 9 is 72. No, it's not. 7 times 9 is 62, you guys. Oh my goodness. I lost my 7 times 9. Oh my gosh. 7 times 9 is 63. I think I subtracted wrong. Did I subtract wrong? Nope. All right. So 63. So 21. I don't think my number's big enough. That's the problem, isn't it? All right. I think this has got to be an 8, don't you? Yep. I think so. All right, so 8, there we go. 8 times 9 is 72. And 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 7 is 31. There we go. All right, so I feel good about my answer. I got a remainder of 0. So 68 is the right answer. Good, good, good. All right, you guys, I hope these practice problems were easy for you. Division is not very much fun, but thankfully we don't do it a whole long time. But just do your best, do your practice problems today. And if you need any help, please let me know. You guys have a great day, and I will check in with you later.